Hi, I'm Ranj, the bearded plumber. Thanks for joining me in this video. I'm going to strip my own shower valve at home. Basically, I have a bathtub that has its own tap and the main shower which has its own shower valve with a rain dance attachment. In the main shower, there's a Grohe shower there, which is what I would normally recommend to everyone to have, is a Grohe or a Hansgrohe, just because the quality is better than others. However, in my main bathtub, it had a normal tap that you had to lift the lever, go left towards the hot and right towards the cold, trying to get the temperature right. And as this is the bath that Jasmine, her 2-year-old daughter, uses to bath with, we found that it was always quite cumbersome to get the temperature right, so therefore I fitted a thermostatic shower valve. So I had an unbranded shower valve that I'm sure must have been part of some sort of bath kit that I must have fitted many years ago, and we obviously must have left that shower valve out and upgraded it to a Hansgrohe one, so I kept that shower valve, and it was in my garage for so long I decided to put it in my own house. So it worked perfectly fine for 2 years. 38 degrees was the temperature setting on the thermostat knob, and it worked totally fine. Not a single issue. However, this summer the weather was hot and Jasmine started enjoying the bath a lot more, and we didn't notice much of it until the weather changed. And when the weather changed, my wife was like, there's something wrong with the boiler. And I was like, why? And she's like, oh, because the hot water's not hot enough in the bathtub. And I'm like, no, that can't be possible because it's perfect in the shower. I've never had a problem. And then when I tested the hot water or the temperature of the water in the bathtub, she was correct. It was not even going above 30 degrees at maximum, even when it was set to like 50 or 55 degrees. When I did test the temperature of the water in the bathtub, it wasn't even 29 degrees, I think. I thought, okay, you know what? Yep, I'll just, change the shower valve as I would normally do for any customer, because if it's unbranded, it's unbranded. I'm quite biased that way. I'd rather just have a Grohe or a Hansgrohe shower valve. I know it's reliable, and plus the parts are available. Whereas on unbranded ones, it's not always easy to find a component for the shower valve if it's unbranded. So that's why I normally scrap it. But because this is my own personal house, I thought, you know what? I'm going to actually run an experiment. The reason why I've done this video is so that house owners can do this test themselves. You don't actually need to be a qualified plumber in any way or whatever. All you really need is a spanner, maybe a pair of grips, a screwdriver, and limescale reducer such as Viakal. Here in the Netherlands, I just bought one from Lidl, the W5 brand, the blue solution. So I'm pretty sure it comes out of the same factory no matter what brand it is. And it all works. In this video, I basically explain how to remove your shower valve off the wall. The only reason why I removed the shower valve off the wall was so that I could isolate the hot and cold going to the shower valve, because I left the thermostat cartridge in the limescale reducer solution for more than 24 hours. I believe I did this around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, and then the following Sunday, I think it was about 4 or 5 o'clock, that I put the cartridge back in and put the shower valve back on the wall. Let's head on over to the video, and I will basically explain what to do, how to do it. Maybe this can help you guys with your shower valve. Let's head on over. See you in a bit. So to start the job, find your cold water isolation valve, which is usually either under your staircase, maybe at your front door, or under your kitchen sink, or just inside your boundary of the property. Turn that off, and then go to your lowest tap, which usually is your kitchen tap, and turn it on so that the water drains out. Then obviously go upstairs to the shower valve that is not giving you the correct temperature when you turn it on, and using an adjustable spanner or maybe grips, remove the hose pipe that is connected to the shower valve. Let the water drain. Remove the hose pipe out the way, and then adjust your spanner or your grips so that it can fit over the 3/4 inch connections on the shower valve, and remove the shower valve from the connections on the wall. Drain the shower valve, whatever water is inside it, and then taking some 3/4 inch blanking caps and some fiber washers, put the washers inside the blanking cap and screw the caps over the water connections. By doing this, you can then go back and turn the cold water mains back on so that your water has water running again at all the outlets. Using a spanner, just give it a little nip to make sure it's a bit tight and no leaks will occur. I used a utility knife to just remove the blanking screw cap from the thermostat side of the control knob, and my valve had a Phillips screw holding the head in place, so I removed the screw and pulled the cap off. Keep all the parts that come off it safely out of the way. Every shower valve is slightly different, and using the grips or your spanner, slide it over the actual thermostat on the shower valve and remove the shower valve thermostat cartridge from within the housing, and out it comes. As you can see, it's quite dark and brown, and it's been oxidized with the water in the system, and as this is hot and cold water that it controls, that's why it's gone this funny brown color. This is basically anti-limescale solution like Viakal. This is just the one that we get here in Holland by company W5. I think this is the one from Lidl. So I poured enough into a little container and submerged the shower cartridge valve, thermostat cartridge valve, into the solution, as you can see, and it's already starting to make a difference in the color. So I left it, gave it a few swirls, and I left it on a slight tilt so that the cartridge was fully submerged, and then I returned after 24 hours. 24 hours later, as you can see, the cartridge has changed color. So now I just simply put the cartridge back into the shower valve housing, all hand tighten, and at this point I've already isolated the cold water coming into my house again, and opened up the kitchen tap to remove whatever residual water may be in the system. Remove the 3/4 blanking caps. New fiber washers. Every time you undo a fiber washer, just make sure you put new ones back in because the old ones could be slightly distorted. And with a bit of love, screw the 3/4 connections back onto the connections coming out of the wall. I gave it a little bit of a nip, made sure it was all nice and tight, and yep, so it's turning on and off, although there's still no water in it because I still haven't turned the water on. So now I have actually gone downstairs, turned the cold water mains back on, connect the hose pipe back up, And now I'm turning the water on, just removing any air from the system and letting the water heat up. And using the knob, I'm adjusting the temperature just to see if I'm actually getting hot water this time. And as it turned out, the water was really nice and hot. I was touching around about 50 degrees. As you can see, it's steaming. So I've made it even more hotter. And now getting a tub, putting the shower head into the tub. I wanted to test the temperature using a digital thermometer. So using my digital thermometer, I wanted to confirm what temperature the water was getting to. And as you can see, it went up to almost 50 degrees, 55 degrees. And then I started cooling it down to get it down to 38 degrees. Once I reached 38 degrees, I then took it a little bit lower to around the 36 degree mark, just because this is obviously my shower in my house, and it's actually the main shower that Jasmine, my daughter, baths with, and I want to make sure the water is never too hot to burn her. Taking the thermostat ring, seeing how it fits back in the knob, control knob, I mounted the thermostat control ring back over the thermostat cartridge, slipped the control knob over it, made sure it was locking at 38 degrees on the numbers. However, this is still set to like around about 36.5 to 37 degrees. Using a screwdriver, screwed the screw back in, and that was it. Job done. That's how you can descale a thermostatic shower and give it a go yourself. Hi guys, so I hope this video was useful. Yeah, as you can see, it's not too hard to do a job like this. You don't actually need to pay a plumber to come out. Okay, if you're not comfortable, then fine, get a plumber, but you gotta remember that you're probably gonna end up paying for the time, because they're gonna come, remove it the first day, then come back the next day, and there's no guarantee it's gonna work. So I'm just saying that this is a disclaimer that it worked for me. Maybe I got lucky on the first time round. I know that it has worked for me on Grohe and Hansgrohe, because normally those shower cartridges have a gauze filter on them. They're a bit different, but this shower valve was a solid brass piece, and yeah, as you saw, the color changed. It went from a muddy brown color to a pinky brassy color. I think the oxidization is what was stopping the valve from moving back and forward to adjust the temperature. When I was testing the water temperature out, it did hit 55 degrees roughly, which obviously was perfect, but I set the temperature on the red button where it says 38 degrees to around about 37 degrees, just because I want it to be safe enough that if Jasmine ever does manage to turn the water on, she will not scald herself without pressing the safety button. By descaling the shower valve cartridge, I am able to get cold water, the temperature of the water coming in, and also 55, 60 degrees water to what the boiler can pump out. It was a great experiment. Think that going forward, if you are a homeowner and you have these sort of symptoms where the shower valve or your showers are hot, cold, fluctuating hot, cold, I always tell people to first of all test this problem, because a lot of people contact me saying my boiler's faulty, I have a problem with my hot water. I ask them, is this happening at your kitchen tap as well? Oh no, it doesn't happen at the kitchen tap. That's perfectly fine. So therefore, it's not the boiler, it's actually the shower that's faulty. Most likely the thermostat on the shower is getting scaled up and could either need replacing. But before you replace it, give this a go. It may work for you, it may not, but at least you tried. It saved me, you know, I don't even think a cartridge is possible for this shower valve. But if I was to buy a Grohe cartridge, that's around about 50, 60 quid for a Grohe cartridge for a shower valve. So I saved myself, if it was a Grohe shower, around about 60 quid. So that's 60 quid in my pocket that I can spend, you know, on my family rather than on a shower valve. And if in the future or in the near future my shower valve fails, I will make another video, an update, to let you know how many months it lasted before it did fail. I hope this video was useful. Sorry about the background. Yeah, this is my lounge dining area with the kitchen behind me. My shed at the time of filming had 3 boilers sitting there because just in case someone needs an emergency boiler swap over. Those boilers were occupying the space in my shed, in my man cave or the bearded cave, and I didn't want to move them out because it's raining outside. So yeah, apologies for not having my normal setting. If you found this video useful, helpful in any way, please give me a thumbs up. Even if you didn't find it useful, you know, I'm happy with a dislike thumb as well, a thumbs down. But please at least let me know where I could make the video better. Just because that's what I'm trying to do, is help people out. Please like, share, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. I do want to keep on making more user-friendly videos for not only plumbers but for household owners. Near future I will be doing more videos on how to change a kitchen tap, a bath tap, a toilet float valve. So yeah, small plumbing DIY work. I will be doing more videos in the near future. So yeah, the more input you can give to me, whether there's places I can make improvements, I will do so and take your criticism on board and try to make the videos more friendly for your viewing. Until next time guys, live long and prosper. Over and out.